What's going on, guys? I am doing a cool van tour, DIY van tour, right? DIY, pretty cool. With this lovely couple and baby, my baby. We're training this guy today because Christian is joining the Go Squad and he's gonna be doing some tours for me and us and all of you, yay. So let's get this amazing 2002, I guess T1N, but is it Freightliner technically?
It's Freightliner.
I love it. Will and Renee, and we're gonna get them on. They have a lot going on. How do they travel with a baby? What's next for them? What they're doing? Because this thing right here is for sale. Let's check it out. Here we go. We are in the great residential streets somewhere in Oregon. What's up, Will?
Hey.
How are you, man?
Good to have you here, Jarrod.
Hey, thanks, bud. I'm glad to be here, and Renee is over here as well, trying to calm down.
Just woke up.
Just woke up. Will, how long you had the van for?
Since May. We did a 37-day build.
37-day build.
800-hour man hours. My
Wow.
dad, me, the wife.
Some of me.
Actually, you had a pretty intricate, thing going on in there, which we're going to get to, which is right behind Will over right now, and we're going to get to that probably first. But so you spent 700 hours over 37 days. You have a T1N, and I also mentioned at the top of the video that it's for sale.
Job overseas
And another baby.
And another baby on the way. Congratulations. You're going overseas. That's why you're selling. So it's not because you're out of van life. It's because you actually have a job opportunity.
I mean, this has such low miles, and it's a fresh build. We love it. It functions really well, so we keep it, but
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sad. I mean, it feels so short that we've lived in it. So
Yeah, we're filming this in November, so it's been about 6 months, give or take.
yeah.
It is sad, but good things to come. Can't complain. So I'm on the outside before we even go in, if that's
Okay.
cool, because you do have this really cool.
So it just got a fresh paint job, and this is the Pebble Gray from Mercedes. We did black trim, fixed one ding here or there that was right here, but other than that, the body's in really good shape. Solar up top, 300 watts.
300.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's more than enough for the 200 amp hour battery. It loads it up every day, pretty easy. We've got a 6-foot deck that you can sleep on or watch movies, whatever, stargaze.
Have you guys had like picnics up there?
I've eaten up there. Yeah. We've watched a movie. We've stargazed. Yeah, we've used it. It's
Nice.
good.
The shore power that you have on this it looks pretty beefy and meaty, and that's because, what was this before you bought it?
Yeah, it was an ambulance, and you got to see the photo. It's this white ambulance with stickers everywhere and big lights up here and over there and light bars in the front and back. There's almost no trace of ambulance.
This is a rare T1N.
Yeah.
Because it is a 140 wheelbase?
140 dually. and
Dually.
Less than 50,000 miles.
50,000 miles with a dually, which means you guys can hold more weight in this thing.
Yep.
The weight came in at like 7,000?
Yeah, 7,000, you can go up to 10, so there's room to grow.
Man, let's get inside because I'm too excited to get inside. I'm gonna step in if that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you're right behind me? Oh, sweet. It's actually the first time I'm in there. Sorry
First
for my...
things first, so this is, we've got a baby, so this van's set up to live van life with a baby. This is a custom crib my wife made, and it just hangs from different attachment points, and it's got a cushy little bed, and it's totally non-invasive to the van, so we can take it down and it looks like normal again.
I mean, I hope you can take it down. I mean, that's where the driver's seat is.
Yeah.
And you also, was the swivel seat already here, or did you guys put that in?
No, we added that. In a 140 wheelbase,
Yeah.
you need the extra space, and I mean, we use that.
Those seats look brand new. Are they new?
No, I mean, they're stock. That's what was in the ambulance. It just wasn't used a lot. 40,000 miles on it when we bought it. When the floor was out, everything was gutted. It was still really, you'd clean up some little spots, and it was a really nice van. The floor is in really good condition.
So I don't have to switch positions with you. I kind of wanted to get to this later, but I want to get to it now.
Show you, huh?
Yes.
So this countertop is removable. It's a butcher block from Home Depot, but after you take off that turnbuckle, you just take this off, set that to the side, and we've got a shower in here and a big undermount sink, and so it's like a baby bath, and we've got a bidet sprayer as a shower sprayer and hot and cold water, and then I won't do it, but you just hook this up and you've got a full stand-up shower.
So you just hook up to like these hooks and then the hooks
Yeah.
where the babies are? Oh, wow.
Exactly. And then
Unbelievable.
if you need to get in there, the chopping block on, you just open up this door and you can access everything in there. We use it as storage when we're not bathing in it.
Did you actually design that for the baby?
I mean, I think if you go full-time in a van, you need to be able to clean yourself off. And so we wanted an option to clean us off and the baby. And so we did this big undermount sink, so it's like a bath shower combo. All the water drains out to the gray water tank underneath the van.
That was my next question is, where is the gray water tank underneath?
Yeah, it's like directly under there. I didn't want to drill a bunch of holes in the floor.
Yep.
So there's these side access things that go, you probably know.
Yeah.
But they go in the van and then out on the bottom. So no holes were drilled to get the water in or out of this van.
Yep. Actually, weep holes, is what I think they're called. I stress a lot about what is behind the walls. Not a lot of people understand the benefit of actually doing stuff behind the walls.
Yeah.
You guys told me recently what you use, so talk a little bit about what you use behind all the walls. Can you see something right there?
Yeah. So it's Havelock wool, which
Yep.
I thought was super easy to install. It's super friendly, and it's sound deadening and insulating.
But you also put a sound deadener in, I
We
believe,
did,
too.
yeah. We covered the van with sound deadening, so it's really quiet. When you tap on the outside, you can tell.
That sound deadener actually helps a lot with thermal braking from the sun too, which I'm sure you guys have also witnessed over throughout the summer, which has been great. Cool, man. Well, I'm gonna switch spots with you so you can go over the rest of your van with me. And Renee, feel free to chime in at any time when your husband misses something.
Yeah.
Be like, no, Will, you missed
Well,
this.
there is an interesting thing. We were gonna put a toilet, like a self-contained little toilet, and be able to access it from, just stick it in the shower, basically,
Sure.
and be able to access it. They're all out of stock, so we have to
Really?
survive without a toilet this summer.
So, well, that's interesting. How have you guys survived without a toilet? Has it been easy?
Generally, you're either parked at someone's house, like we're parked at my brother's house right now, or you're out in the woods, and so there's options. We're at a campground.
A little harder being pregnant,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
we've done it.
It's funny because a lot of people talk about not having toilets in a van. Like, I can't live without a toilet in my van. But apparently you guys did it just fine. Hi, bud.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's not so
Is that
cranky
mine?
anymore.
Yeah, but the toilet would fit through that door. That's why there's a door there. So the toilet can live out of sight, out of mind, but when you need it, you open up that door, pull the toilet out.
It's a simple, easy thing that you can put in. Aw, poor buddy. What fridge do you go with here?
This is a brand new NovaCool 4.5 cubic foot fridge with a little freezer section. It runs off of AC/DC, and it works really well, and it's really deep.
You guys might be asking, why is it empty if they're living out? They're not living out of it right now, guys. They put it up for sale, so that's another thing I just want to point out.
That's why everything looks super fresh and clean. When you have a baby, it's not always Instagram or video ready.
Very good point.
Despite what Instagram would tell you.
How much I love when you say that. Thank you so much. Really nice, clean job on just the whole kitchen itself.
This is, 2-burner stove. You press this little button right here, and that tells the solenoid to allow propane into the van.
Okay.
Otherwise, the propane would be trapped outside of the van. So that was a safety feature we added. And then, it's got a AC light option. So if I had the inverter on, you just turn it on and it lights right up.
And you guys have plenty of storage for dishware or things like that of that nature.
Yeah, let me turn the inverter on. There's a little access door right here, so you can flip it on from, the living quarters.
Nice. Did you guys find yourself cooking in here a lot?
Yeah, full time. Full time for 4 or so months, 5 months.
Enough food storage here and here and here that you can fit everything you need for all of us. We're not like big restaurant people, so we did probably 85% of the meals were cooked in the van.
You guys have a lot of
stove.
storage.
So,
Like a lot of storage.
Yeah, this is a side note, little laundry chute. You just throw your laundry back there, and then when you're ready to clean it, you get it from the back. And
Wow.
you just forget about it.
Mom features.
I love mom features. Is that what you just said?
Mom features.
You're gonna have to hashtag that one,
No
mom
laundry
features. I didn't mean to take you away from what you were doing with your inverter and everything,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it just, now the stove will light, but if you don't want to run the inverter, we've got a clicker as well. I don't know if you can see this, but I love this feature.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a red dot right there telling you that the outlet is active. And that's so nice. You can just see my inverter's on, the outlet works. These are dimmer switches, 12 volt plug, voltmeter. You can see what the battery's doing.
Pretty essential. Pretty essential. I like it. Fan in the front. You were able to fit a fan, a 6-foot deck, and 2 solar panels on your roof, which is really impressive on a 140 wheelbase T1N.
Yeah, so you know what they say with you put the fan in the back because the doors are in the front, you create that natural airflow.
Right.
However, when you've got a shower in the van, you want it to exhaust that moisture right away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we put the fan right there, and the shower curtain actually goes halfway over
I like it.
that max air fan, and then it's next to the stove. It just makes sense.
Your propane, do you have propane inside, outside? How did you do your propane?
Yeah, so most vans have the spare tire underneath the van in
Yep.
the back. So we took that out, and I utilized that big section for an 18-gallon water tank and a 7-gallon propane tank.
So that's your fresh water and your propane?
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
all right back there, and it's one of those big Manchester lateral mount propane tanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's super nice. It's got a gauge on it.
And we're going to get this in the back, but you actually have on-demand hot water
Yeah,
with your propane,
yeah.
which a lot of people, like, you showed it to me, and I'm like, why haven't a lot of other people done it this way?
It's just one of those on-demand hot water heaters, but we don't use hot water that much, but when you need it, you want it. And so, you just turn hot water on, and then it would light up, and you turn the water pump on.
That would also help.
Then since the propane is on, it'll start flooding hot water in here.
Nice. And obviously, it's hooked up to your shower as well, I take it.
Yeah.
Bed-wise, I'm going to flip these down if that's okay.
Yeah.
Don't want people looking inside your cabinetry. Bed-wise, it looks like you have plenty of wardrobe storage.
Yeah, so these 6 back here we use for clothing, maybe one of these as well. And then you have this huge section right here, which is kind of just a catch-all. We put clothes or pots, whatever. It's a full-size bed.
Okay. I was going to say, you're not sleeping this way.
No, so you pull this out, and it's on these metal pipes, and it just
Metal
clicks
pipes.
in right there.
You have metal pipes under here.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
whoa.
act as a guide, and they're really stout. I mean, you can sit on it. And so if I can sit on this, but I put my feet there, it's super solid.
It can
And
definitely
then
hold you.
we've got a cushion for that, and that's just in the garage. But
You want me to grab it?
you pull this out and put the cushion down, and you're ready to go.
No, it's okay. I think we we got. I'm hoping my audience can figure out there's a cushion that would go
Yeah.
there.
And then it's just super fast to push back together, and then you're back to driving mode.
What's that distance when it's pulled out?
70 inches.
Wow. So that's it's just right around a full.
Yeah, when you're in a 140 wheelbase, you got to struggle with how do I sleep and how do I live. You spend half and half, and we wanted the best of both worlds. So
Now you have a baby. There's 2 of you, so you have to have this thing that's behind you, Will.
yeah, it's a Ford F-250 center console seat, little storage, cup holders, and it folds up like that. We've got a nice seat belt, more storage here, and it's bolted to the floor with those fancy yellow bolts, so it's really nice and safe.
Nice. Nice. It was funny because I was asking you, I was like, what if somebody purchases your van and they don't want the 3rd seat? You were like, yeah, I can take that out.
Yeah.
And you even said you have extra vinyl for the flooring.
Yep.
Even if you wanted to. However, we talked about what would you put there, and it's
Yeah.
like it would be a bench anyways.
Yeah, and this goes into bench mode, no problem.
So it's almost like just keep the seat in there.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna have that third person driving
Yeah,
with you.
or have a baby.
Or have a baby. Yeah, or have a baby. Before we finish the video, let's go to the back, kind of, show me the trunk or the garage area. We're gonna say good luck overseas after that. Yeah. So there's your spare tire. Gotcha.
That's
Cool.
the Sherco 150 tire mount,
Cool.
just to get it up out of the way.
In the garage.
Yeah, if you're hiding what's in here.
This is, this is the Reflectix that we cover all the windows to black everything out. There's the cushion for the bed. It just got paint, so we've got these, labels still to click back on.
Nice.
But they're ready to go.
Stroller room,
Yeah.
paddleboard.
That's paddle boards and stroller, yeah. I mean,
we
don't
have
do them at the same time, but that
2
works.
paddle boards, a stroller, and then other stuff, and we fit a lot.
And that contraption, what I was talking about was the on-demand. Explain to everybody why that's now safe.
Okay, so yeah, it's an outside water heater. So some people said don't put it inside your van, but we've got this nice little vent, and that goes up in this cabinet, and then you can show them that vent on the outside, and it just speeds all the hot air out of there. And there's actually a fan that sucks all the air out, and it's just a push button to turn that on, and it's a double wall insulated ducting, and so yeah, it's sweet. This thing just lights itself off to give you hot water on demand. This is an outside shower hookup.
So you have an outside shower, you have an indoor shower, you've got propane, you got hot water. By the way, everybody, don't worry, he has a carbon monoxide detector and a propane detector, so don't worry. I didn't show them, but they're there, I promise.
Battery, inverter. It's
Battery, what do you got, 200 amp hours you said?
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it gives you, I mean, we calculated that we would spend about 60 to 70 amp hours a day. And so we've got 3 days with no sun in our battery, but the solar panels always keep it topped off.
And you can always plug into that shore power. That definitely gets you there, no problem.
Yeah.
Really, really nice build, guys. I'm super impressed. And now you're going overseas. So what, like, I don't want to say where you're going, but it's a great job. Do you want to say what you do?
Yeah, I got a helicopter job overseas. That's my occupation, so.
This guy's a helicopter pilot, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't meet many of those on my daily basis, you know? You have baby number 2 on the way?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Coming February 2021.
February? Okay, great. I wish you both well. Guys, if you want to contact them, please, again, at least tell everybody where we can find not only your social media accounts, but your van for sale.
Yeah, I made a website just with pictures and info. I mean, there's a lot we didn't cover about the van. And so you can check out all that info on the website.
It is tough to go over every little nook and cranny.
Yes.
So, but I'm glad that we got to go over the guts of it.
Yeah, and another cool feature is when you buy a van that's built out, you don't know what it looks like behind this facade that's beautiful. I do, and you can see it on my Instagram because I did the whole build process, just did a highlight story, and so you can see everything I fixed, what the van looked like at each phase.
Yeah, you put 800 working hours into this thing, so I can imagine how much time you spent on cleaning it up. And I mean, again, it's only a 50,000 mile T1N, which is so rare. The dually, so rare. What is the website called?
It's streamlinedrones.com/Sprinter van, I think.
Okay.
We'll link to it.
I'm gonna link to it. Yes.
Is my business, so I just.
Do you want to shout out your Instagrams?
Sure. Yeah, it's Will S. Lawrence.
Will S. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Do you do like pilot stuff on there?
You know, it's just life. So there's a ton of baby. There will be pilot stuff.
Okay.
There is pilot stuff. There's a ton of van life.
Renee and Will, thank you guys so much for showing myself and Christian and now my audience your guys' van and your home for the last 6 months. When are you leaving? For
like 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so if you want a personal tour, come check it out. Otherwise, it'll be someone else giving you the thing is, if we don't sell it, we've got this sweet van to come back to.
Boom.
And
I love that.
It's going to be so hard to get rid of. We named it Mercy because it used to be a Mercy Flights.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Sweet.
All right. Talk to you later.